and welcome to City Beat, where we have the latest in art, culture, entertainment, fashion, and lifestyle straight from Shanghai to you. You can always scan our QR code or check our official WeChat account for all your City Beat updates. I'm your host, Lisa Zhou. Leaders of the post-rock scene in Shanghai welcomed the return of Caspian doing a live set right here in the city. We had a chance to check out the show and see what else is up with post-rock here in China.
Tonight, I'm back here at Mao Livehouse because I found out the American post-rock band Caspian is here on their China tour in Shanghai. So let's go talk to the guys and see what their musical style is all about.
Post-rock emerged from the independent music scene of the 80s and flourished as its own genre in the 90s. There has been comparison between the musical intensity of both rock and classical music, and post-rock manages to merge both of these genres into its own contemporary style. Early post-rock bands such as Godspeed You, Black Emperor, Mogwai, Mono, and Explosions in the Sky led the way for Caspian, forming in 2004, where they were able to find their voice in this style of music. So what makes you guys different from the other post-rock bands?
I think we're a little bit more immediate. I don't know if we're quite as experimental, noisy, like more on the fringe. I think we're a little bit more, for better or for worse, accessible and a little bit more approachable. We have really defined melodies and our hooks are sort of really inviting. You can hear them, they're easy to ascertain. That's the first thing that comes to mind, I think. Yeah. Our songs don't, some of them are 4 minutes long, which is sort of uncharacteristic for some, post-rock music, I guess.
They're usually much longer.
They are, yeah.
What are you guys trying to say through your music, and how do you make your compositions?
I don't know, they just all kind of come from our heart, I guess. I mean, I don't know about like exactly what we are trying to say as much as just experiencing emotions through music.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the way they're made, it's a really evolving process. It was a lot different 10 years ago than it is now. Now the way we write is more intentional. We spend a lot more time actually, I guess, for lack of a better term, like composing things and putting pieces together and assembling sounds and parts and trying to do our job at, telling stories, which is what we want all of our songs to do. We want people to go on a journey. And we have an objective, specific story in mind for every song that we write, but one of the beautiful parts about this music is that it's so subjective and it can be open-ended and people can interpret it whichever way they like. So yeah, in terms of composing the songs, it's a little bit of everything. Our band is a democracy, so everyone has a say. Someone might come in with a seminal idea that gets things started. We might be screwing around and improvising and something comes from that, but it's kind of different for every song.
The relationship between the audience and the performer is a sense of trust. And in post-rock, the melodic quotations of major and minor keys has its own source of reaching out to the listeners. What does music mean to you?
It's become an interesting sort of analogy for the rest of my life. Like there's a lot of things I've learned through music, from studying it, playing it, whatever, that has helped me make sense of like just being alive. And so in that way, it's really like, I don't know, without music, I don't know if there would be much of me, I guess,
I always go back to that Victor Hugo quote. Music says that which cannot be said and on which it is impossible to remain silent. Like that's how I feel about music. It's just the ultimate expression of everything that's ever been on my heart, on my mind. I love painting, I love films. I deeply love films. I love literature, but I've never encountered anything with the power of music before. I mean, I think it's absolutely like the top of the totem pole, I think, you know.
Music is a universal language that we can all relate to. And through it, we coexist with one and another.
So you guys have toured around different countries. What's it like to meet all the different fans from each part of the cities you've been?
It's wonderful. It's really cool.
And also unique too. I mean, everywhere people are very different, and it's so cool to be able to experience that. And people are always very open because, you know, I don't know, if I'm just like vacationing somewhere, like people aren't really, I'm not like a very talkative person, but in this situation, it's a great way to actually meet people and take in a little bit of their life, so.
Yeah, I mean, people are different. I think at the same time, to me, it's like the more people we meet, whether it's in China or in, you know, Toronto or Berlin or wherever, it's like people are people. You know, like we're not all the same, we're not all exactly the same or even close, but there are these common denominators and traits that we all have just as human beings. And to witness that over, you know, throughout so many different places and countries is really amazing. It's brought, I think, a new understanding of humanity. The human condition is just like, it's crystallized a lot of things about people and cultures and the way that we all sort of behave and interact and what makes people happy and what makes people sad, and like the bond that we all have, whether it's, you know, we're American, Chinese, it doesn't matter. It's really nice to be able to witness that firsthand through this, you know. I think that's been one of the greatest lessons of this whole experience, is being able to witness that.
Post-rock can be a very deep and emotional style of music. It's like literature for your ears and can go straight to the core of human emotions, and that is limitless. It's a genre that has room to grow and may evolve with the generations to come.
Every band has their own musical journey, and the best one can take the audience with them and relate and connect with them on a human level. And I have to say, Caspian did it tonight, and post-rock as a style of music can take you on that journey. This is Christine reporting for City Beat.